Have you heard of these? Probably. They're some of the most important government departments that help run the country. Okay? Many of these services we vote for, we choose, and our money funds how they're run. Sick or injured, and the Department of Health helps run the NHS. Questionable youths causing trouble in your area, well, the Home Office helps shape how the police do their work. Many of the senior ministers that we vote in work with experts, managers and executives to help shape how these departments are run. Okay? And that's what you need to know for your next assignment. However, have you heard of these? Probably not as much, maybe one or two. Okay? But who are they and what do they do? And this is what we're going to do today. There are two things that you need to know for your next assignment. Number one, you need to describe how government departments work. And for number two, you need to describe how these departments are held accountable. And that's what we're going to look at today. Government departments. Part one of your assignment is a simple research task where you need to look into government departments and it can break down into 4 simple bullet points. Number 1, name of the department. Number 2, who's in charge. Number 3, what are their main responsibilities and relate that to a specific public services. And number 4, can you find me a recent policy that tells me a little bit about what they're up to at the moment. For example, if we look at the Department for Education, you can see that Justine Greening is the Senior Minister in charge. And she works with all of these people to help run how education in our country. If I scroll down a little bit, I can see that they cover things like further education, higher education, schooling, apprenticeships, lots of different responsibilities to help drive forward how education is run in the country. It really is up to you which 3 departments you decide to do for your assignment. But we warned, the 3 that you choose for the first part will impact the 3 that you need to do for the second part, and that leads us on to part 2. Accountability and scrutiny. For each of the 3 departments that you choose, you need to say how they're held accountable by some government organisations, non-departmental ministries. So that is where what you probably need to do is go to this video for me, have a little look, and it will tell you how our government departments are held accountable by our MPs. Done that? Welcome back. So hopefully you've got a little bit more idea about how scrutiny works and how about select committees do their job, which we'll look at a little bit more later. Okay? But as an example, if we go back to the Department of Education again, okay, I can click on all the ministerial and departments that they work with, and I can see here that there's around 17 agencies and public bodies that they work with. Ofsted is the one that stands out. Most of us in education know what Ofsted do when we hear the Ofsted word. So a little click on Ofsted takes me there, and a couple of clicks and I'm on the Ofsted page, and I can look into what they do and how they hold schools accountable for the job of educating our young people. Okay? And that's where you need to do your research. Most of the departments that you need you'll find on the Moodle page. Okay? The assignment is now there. You need to go and have a look. The research page is now there, and any kind of links or videos have also been uploaded to Moodle. So have a little look and good luck. So the final section of your assignment is about select committees, which we mentioned a little bit earlier. And all you need to do is a little bit of research about who they are, what do they do, and how they work. And hopefully you'll find that a lot of our MPs are part of select committees and they play a very important role in scrutinising and holding the government to account. Again, I've got a little short clip for you to go away and watch to help give you a greater understanding.
Order, order. Welcome, Prime Minister. It's your first appearance before the Liaison Committee. Select Committee is a group of members from all parties elected by their fellow members to carry out the scrutiny function of the House of Commons. Most of them are linked to a particular government department. They scrutinise a department, like the Treasury, like the Justice Department. Some are overarching, like environmental audit or public accounts. But they are the scrutiny function of the House of Commons and the mechanism for exercising it.
What do you say to the argument that's been made that that might be an inducement to families to break up?
Reasons for breakup are pretty wide.
It's a real opportunity to get into the detail and really to look at how the laws that we're passing will make a difference in practice to people's lives. And that's really different from a lot of the work in the Chamber, which is much more about making a political point.
It's because he went too far and too fast and insisted on 20% cuts in policing.
Well, he's wrong. The Association of the Chief Police Officers aren't talking about frontline officers, so he's simply wrong about that.
The debates we hold in the Chamber don't really last long enough for us to examine in any great depth. A select committee can devote several weeks, if not months, to examining a particular issue. We also have powers that allow us to take evidence from anybody we choose, and then we usually produce a report with recommendations which hopefully the government will take up.